this masterpiece. Look what they did. It just looks horrible.
What's going on, guys? Another project done. I just want to show you small things you can do as a businessman or a technician to make sure you're the one they call back. This job here, there's a few issues. One issue was the electrical. It wasn't part of the original quote. I'll show you how I redid the electrical. Didn't hurt my pocket, but I made sure that customer was happy.
Feeds coming in. This is probably always wide open. This is on the city side. They put a relief valve on the city side. Oh, that makes sense. Look at this expansion tank. Just run a PEX line. The condensate. Taking this all out. Domestic is not going to be needed anymore. I cut this. I'm going to cut this. Cap them. Of course, you got wall burns everywhere. Show you the room I'm doing next door. Nine-inch centers. It's a few inches from the wall. The downfall is I have to use these clamps on the cement. Keep on going. I made my holes in here. I'll be coming with my return back. I have to do another hole for a sensor. This is my wheel setup. People have been asking. These are 1/2-inch nipples. They screw in here. Got these plates here. Plate in the middle with a hole with a 1/2-inch nipple with a cap. This doesn't move. This doesn't come apart. I got wheels, casters in the middle with that nipple protruding through with another plate. So when I put my wheel on top, this spins. And I put this on top. I made holes. So that's on top of the wheel. So this will just spin. I've used this so many years. It works. The loop, I'm gonna cap these off. Change the manifold because I got added loop. I don't like the way it is. I'm gonna straighten this out. That's what makes you apart from the other guy. I could have just put this manifold in. It doesn't take much. Fix it up a little better and make it count. Alright guys, she's getting there. So I try to straighten out this as much as I can. I straighten up the manifold a bit. I mounted my new manifold here. My new joints, I'm gonna chop these old stuff off. Fortunately, the way they come out of the ground here, after crisscrossing. So for these joints, you have to put this on first. Then you put this ring, it's a compression ring. Then you put this barbed fitting with the gasket on. Make sure you're not damaged the gasket. Push it in, make sure the seat's all the way in. what I use for zoning. The room I just did, I put a slab sensor in, and I'm going to have a air thermostat. Prior mechanical company that did this setup, looks like they just have a air sensor. So I'm gonna tie them together. I'll show you how I do the wiring and all my controls later. So I'll use this screw on here. I have a video, I'll put the link up there, that shows how to wire these with a Takeo control here. I'll be making my own relay box. As you see, these controls they did are a disaster. You got the transformer there, contactors, my zone control. I used their same existing transformer and the same existing contactor. There's one thermostat in that room where I put all those loops down on the floor. My transformer here is getting my 24 volts. 24 volts goes straight to my thermostat, as well as 24 volts is going to one side of my end switch of my zone valve. So I took these out here so you can see what I mean. So as of right now, all these 3 zone valves, 3 different rooms, are getting controlled by one thermostat. And I put 3 in case in the future they can run different thermostats for each room. But as of now, 3 zone valves are being controlled by one thermostat. I also added a floor sensor, so if they want to add a floor slab sensor, they can, which is this wire right here, sensor. So these zone valves have 4 wires, a brown, a blue, and 2 greens. The 2 greens are the end switch, and the brown and the blue are the coil. My red wire, as you see, is getting tied into 1, 2, 3 of the greens. So one side of the green is getting connected to straight 24 volts. My heat coil, which is white, which is coming from the thermostat, is getting tied into the brown, to the coil. So brown, brown, brown is getting connected to my heat coil. Then my commons are all getting tied together, the blue, all together, and they're going back to the box. So here's my white for my thermostat, getting tied into my box here, and it's going straight to my zone valve. My blues are all tied together, as well as the other side of the end switch is black. So the other green, 1, 2, 3 green, is with a black wire. That black wire is what's powering my contact. When there is a heat call, my W will be sending power to my brown. The end switch will then make, and it'll send power from my red, which are getting tied into these green, send power through to this black wire, which will power up my contactor. And when the contactor powers up, we'll turn on my pump and it will turn on my boiler. So essentially, when my thermostat calls for heat, you're powering 3 things: my boiler, zone valves, and my pump. So I don't know if you remember, they had the regulator and the back check valve all the way here, looped around all this stuff with a relief valve on the city side, in and out. It wasn't even being used as a relief, against code in all ways. I took up that relief that was hooked onto here, got my apprentice to elbow these up, got the feed coming in here, and to the boiler. Right there in an open spot, right in the middle, I just put my slab sensor and floor sensor. This is the other room that has floor warming, sauna room. To be honest, I think this is gonna be a massage parlor. She's running. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.